This is Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on the DAZN for the last time this week, Dev. We knew what we was going to get with Joe Joyce and Derek Chisora. They didn't let us down, did they?
Mate, just a head-on collision. It was guaranteed. Everyone knew what this was going to be. Like from the first round, Chisora just stuck it right on him. And I was thinking, okay, he's doing that. Joyce will probably weather it for a bit. Ultimately, Chisora will probably gas at some point. It just turned into this 10-round absolute thriller, and the rounds just maybe slipping away from Joe Joyce, and then the knockdown comes. Oh, what a fight! What a night! The whole it's just been emotional. It's like the crowd willing Chisora to win. Joyce like almost playing the villain because it's Chisora's last fight at the O2, but Joyce is so loved as well. It was just weird, but I think the best fight I've ever seen live, because it was just unbelievable, and I didn't know who was going to win. It got to the point where I was thinking, okay, Joyce needs a stoppage, but then he kept looking like he was going to stop Chisora. Then Chisora kept swinging back. Unreal, Oscar, unreal.
It is nights like this that make you realise why British boxing is top of the tree. What was your feeling when Joe hit the deck for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like it was coming, like it had to be coming, because he was taking a few big right hands, but then he always does take them. So I thought maybe, I didn't know what to think. I was quite surprised because he had withstood them. He stood up to all those big right hands. He just kept taking them. But then he took one too many and he went down. It was just shock. But then he just got back up, Oscar, and he just sort of jogged it off and stuck it right on Chisora, and it looked like he was going to stop him. I don't understand the fight. I'm going to watch it back many, many times. And at times, I'll be honest, I was sort of watching it like this. It was just... I can't believe it. What a fight, what a night.
Mate, I don't understand anything any of them guys do in that ring. It's like it's a superpower, something that we'll never have, I guess.
Mate, it's a superpower. And also, if you'd have gone into this and thought that the way it was going to end was Chisora UD Joe Joyce, what on earth would the odds be for that? That feels like the least likely scenario. I'd put like a draw ahead of a Chisora UD. That's what's ended up happening. Unbelievable. I'm still trying to figure it out, Oscar, but, thank you. And thank you to both of them. Joyce should take plenty of credit as well in... it takes two to tango, and he certainly tangoed tonight, and he was still sticking it right on Chisora up until the very end, where Chisora looked out on his feet but had to hold on. But big thank you to Derek Chisora just for the memories at the O2. Unreal.
You said Chisora UD is one of the most unlikely of the possible results, you think. One thing that was likely, and you said to me yesterday, I can't imagine Chisora coming out and throwing loads of jabs. One thing that was likely is that he was going to throw some right hands. Me and Charlie were laughing at one point, threw 4 right hands in a row.
Yeah.
It's Derek Chisora. It's just what he does.
That was kind of it. Joe Joyce has been hit by big right hands.
If I just throw some of them, it's going to land.
Well, yeah, and it did. Derek Chisora throws big right hands. They landed on Joe Joyce, but most of the time they had no effect. That guy's not really human. Even at the end, he seemed perfectly fine in his post-fight interviews.
He was singing old Derek Chisora in the ring.
Who? Joyce was? Wow. I mean, the whole thing was poetic. Usyk turning up and going to Chisora's dressing room. Dillian Whyte turning up, going to Chisora's dressing room. It was like Ghosts of Christmas Past kind of feel to it. It's just amazing. I can't wait to watch back the broadcast and see how it all come across on TV, because in person here, it was a night that I'll never forget, and a night that will really live long with me in this sport, and makes me really appreciate how lucky I am to be working in this sport with these fucking warriors. Unbelievable, mate.
Mate, Derek Chisora 10 and out at the O2. Thanks for the memories. Quick one. I know it was a long undercard, but just one that I want to highlight. Dennis McCann put the Baluta performance the first time round right behind him. A clean sweep on one of the cards as well. Mate, he looked terrific. 23 years old, British Commonwealth European. That's a serious, serious boy.
It is. And listen, coming of age. That's what Frank keeps saying, coming of age. And I think it was. He'd been warning everyone all week. He's different now. He's bigger, stronger, faster. He's taken himself away from the home comforts of Maidstone. He's gone up to Liverpool. He's relocated. He's in that Rotunda gym. He's made changes. And he looked fantastic tonight. He looked mature. 23 years old. It's frightening. You know, he's following the path here of Liam Davis, who was British, European champion, vacated those belts. Dennis McCann's been picking them up behind him. But he's also a good, 4 or 5 years younger. That'll be an amazing fight at some point, them two. And congrats to him. I've got a highlight as well. Moses Itauma. My God, he stopped Marius Wack in 2 rounds. Nobody does that. The quickest someone had done him was 6 rounds. I think Makhmudov done him in 6. Moses, he's like a heavyweight Manny Pacquiao. It was just speed, it was angles, it was too much, and Wack just took too many whacks, and that was it. He's unreal. Big statement, big message to the heavyweight division as Usyk looked on, the current king of the heavyweight division, watching the future king of the heavyweight division. Unbelievable.